His Royal Highness Prince Andrew opens the Pacific Games.
Games open.
Female weightlifters grab PNG's first gold medals. And US medical ship USNS Mercy docks in East New Britain.
This is National EMTV News with Neville Troy.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. We'll take you back to live coverage of the weightlifting after Sunday's news. The Duke of York, His Royal Highness Prince Andrew, officially opened the 15th Pacific Games in Port Moresby last night. Prince Andrew described the opening as amazing and spectacular. Thousands packed the BSB Stadium to witness the opening, while millions of others across the region and around the world watched the live feeds on television.
The 15th Pacific Games was officially opened last night in Port Moresby. The sky was filled with spectacular fireworks. Duke of York, His Royal Highness Prince Andrew officially declared the Games open.
I would just like to congratulate everybody on the most amazing, spectacular opening ceremony. It now gives me the greatest of pleasure, on behalf of Her Majesty, to declare the 15th Pacific Games open.
Prime Minister Peter ONeill maintained his position that these games will be the best ever, with many new records to be set. With world-class sporting facilities and the government investing billions within 3 years to get all venues ready, PM ONeill says these facilities will continue to benefit domestic and regional sporting events in future.
They are also a demonstration of the change that is taking place. New standards that have been set in the Pacific.
24 Pacific nations are taking part in 28 sporting codes. Last night's opening ceremony was remarkable, with different traditional groups from all provinces, students and musicians adding flavor to the region's biggest event. Papua New Guinea had the biggest contingent.
These games can be a powerful catalyst for change.
For the first time in the history of our games, we welcome participation of Australian and New Zealand athletes in the Pacific Games.
The Games will end on July 18th, and already people are excited about the closing ceremony and what it will bring.
They're both favorites. That is Toil Whistle.
Quinten Alom, National EMTV News.
His Royal Highness the Duke of York presented PNG's first gold medals to female weightlifters Thelma Mayatoa and Ovia Bea at the PNG Power Dome in Port Moresby today. Prince Andrew also presented triathlon medals to female gold medalist Charlotte Robin from New Caledonia. Tekla Gunga reports.
At the Sir John Guy Stadium, His Royal Highness the Duke of York presented all 3 medals to the weightlifting medalists in the 48-kilogram division. Beginning with bronze, the Duke of York presented the medal to Seruia Manani from Fiji. Silver to Mary Beta, representing Australia, and Thelma Mayatoa from Papua New Guinea with the gold medal. The Duke of York is on a 5-day visit to the country. He arrived last Thursday and officiated at the 2015 Pacific Games opening ceremony at the BSB Stadium last night. Prince Andrew also visited a number of iconic places in Port Moresby, including the War Memorial Cemetery in Bomana and the Don Bosco Technical School at Tarama, where he unveiled a plaque commemorating the 200 years of Don Bosco mission. The Duke of York also met and chatted with a number of youths and government officials during his visits. Sometimes the prince joked along with the public. And at other times emphasized on the qualities of life. The prince has a number of places more to visit before he departs the country tomorrow. Tekla Gunga, National EMTV News.
While many flocked to the BSP Stadium to witness the Pacific Games opening ceremony last night, communities in Tabubil did not miss out. Yesterday, Octedi Mining, the platinum sponsor of the Games, launched the provincial celebration site. The site provided the public the opportunity to watch the Games live and support Team PNG.
The Tabubil community made their way to the Tabubil Soccer Oval around 3 p.m. yesterday afternoon. It was a proud moment for all who wished not to miss the region's biggest sporting event. OTML Chief Executive Peter Graham launched this site in front of more than 3,000 people.
And PNG demonstrates to the world, and certainly the Pacific region, just how capable a country it is in putting on special games like the 2015 Pacific Games.
The site will allow the Tabubil locals to support Team PNG as the 2015 Pacific Game unfolds. Graham said OTML's support behind the Games is to improve sporting in the country and expose PNG talent.
And let's make sure we get behind Team Papua New Guinea and give them our strong support as they compete against the other nations here over the next coming weeks.
The program followed till evening as people packed the Tabubil Basketball Stadium to watch the official opening. The Games will be screened at the indoor stadium throughout the Games duration. Jack Lapave Jr., National MTV News.
You're watching National MTV News. The U.S. floating hospital USNS Mercy ship arrives in East New Britain, and Prime Minister Peter ONeill endorses PNC candidate for the Goilala by-election. Those stories after the break. Welcome back to the news. The floating hospital USNS Mercy has arrived in the East New Britain province. A surgical team from the USNS Mercy will be at St. Mary's Vunapope Hospital tomorrow from 9 o'clock in the morning to 3 in the afternoon to see pre-identified surgical patients with general surgery, ear, nose and throat, urologic and gynecologic problems. They will be performing procedures on board the USNS Mercy starting Tuesday through to Thursday. Patients previously identified as needing these services are encouraged to go in and meet the team for free screening. Prime Minister Peter ONeill was in Goilala district recently to endorse PNC candidate John Mona. In his address, Mr. ONeill called on people not to play politics and to maintain steady leadership. Mr. ONeill was accompanied by Health Minister Michael Malabag, Planning Minister Charles Abel, and executives of the People's National Congress Party.
Tucked away in remote central province, the Prime Minister flew into Goilala to show his support for his party, the People Congress Party. But prior to the main event, the delegation paid a courtesy visit to the late Goilala MP Daniel Mona's burial site. In his opening remarks, Prime Minister Peter ONeill said Goilala is still underdeveloped and the district needs firm leadership.
Place our service because leadership is unstable. Place our change because leadership is unstable and the politics are unstable. Suppose we say member close to, walking us out the street.
Mr. ONeill told the local people PNC is rolling out its policies and wants Goilala to be part of these developments.
Government finish. PNC party leading the government finish. Policy for government is not finished.
Intending candidate John Mona called on the people to be wise when casting the votes. Jack Lapave Jr., National MTV News.
Meanwhile, a coffee grower in Goilala says tons of coffee is being wasted every day. He says the limited access to proper pulping machinery and bad road conditions has left coffee beans to rot. Farmers are now using innovative ways to blend the coffee beans for their own consumption. The coffee growers want help from authorities in the coffee industry.
Heavy lo coffee too bad. No got proper way lo. Salim na kisim money. No got proper way because coffee am too much. I'm stop one time plan. No got market good. No got good market lo. Salim na kisim 1 kilo.
You're with the news. Trukai Sports is next. We'll bring you highlights of our first gold medals in weightlifting, touch rugby, and the build-up in preparation for our swimming sensation, Ryan Pinney. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. PNG weightlifting has once again shown its dominance, smashing 2 Oceania records on its way to collecting the country's first lot of gold medals at the 2015 Pacific Games. And it was a familiar name that again left the Pacific in awe, collecting 3 gold medals.
PNG Power Dome was a sea of red, black and gold today, with people flocking in to watch the weightlifters in action. And it didn't take long for the PNG crowd to start their celebrations. Thelma Meatoa, younger sister of Commonwealth Games gold medalist and Pacific weightlifting champion Dika Toa, was head and shoulders above her competition, blitzing the women's 48-kilogram division. Toa lifted an impressive 70 kilos in the snatch category and an amazing 90 kilos in the clean and jerk, for an overall lift of 160 kilograms. In the process, smashing 2 Oceania records, with her 90-kilo lift in the clean and jerk surpassing the previous record of 87 kilos set in 2007.
Beautiful off the platform. Oh, that's incredible. There's an Oceania record for sure. She knows it.
To cap off an unforgettable day for the young Hanobada lass, she was presented her gold medal by the Duke of York, Prince Andrew. Marabatulo, National EMTV Sports.
2 touch and PNG men's touch team continued their winning streak in day 2 of the games, defeating Samoa 10 points to 7 today. Diallo Launa crossed the line first for PNG before Harry Kea picked up an intercept for a runaway touchdown. Samoa fought back to lock the first half at 4 points all. In the second half, Bobby Vavone stepped up to the plate to register an additional 3 points for PNG. The rivalry also heated up on the field, Cora David constantly pushing over the touchline. Samoa recorded an additional 3 points, but fell short of closing PNG's 3-point lead. PNG are yet to face Tuvalu and Tonga before they head into the semifinals. And to swimming, today saw technical directors, coaches and managers preparing ahead of tomorrow's swimming competition. Team PNG will be represented by 30 swimmers in both the male and female categories, including 2 open water swimmers. PNG's crowd favorite and 5-time gold medalist Ryan Pinney will also be featured.
With hours counting down to the swimming competition, the technical team and operators are all working hard to get the swimming pool ready for the swimming competition, which will kick off early tomorrow morning. The competition will see up to 13 nations, including the last season winner, New Caledonia, with up to 114 swimmers from the participating countries.
Just in the throes of their final preparation, so they'll be resting up. A lot of the swimmers were in here this morning, just going through their final motions, understanding the layout of the pool and where they need to be at what time. And I'm sure they'll be going through a fair bit of mental rehearsal, ready to hit the water tomorrow.
Papua New Guinea's fastest swimmer, Ryan Pinney, says he has waited and trained hard for this day and will give all he's got to make his country PNG proud.
I'm ready. I'm always ready to make PNG proud, but yeah, in the water, yeah, I'm feeling good in the water, and time will tell on Monday when we start racing. It's going to be, yeah, the first day is always a good test of where the body is at, so looking forward to that, and next couple of days will be just nice and relaxing, getting ready for the first day.
Even though Ryan Pinney won 5 gold medals in the last Pacific Games in New Caledonia dominated swimming, but this time around, Ryan, with the rest of the Swim PNG team, will have to better themselves to rival New Caledonia. Claude Winecki, National EMTV Sports.
And Trukai Sports ends here. We'll have your weather details up next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
And a quick look at the weather tonight. Southern region, Port Moresby, Kerama and Popanetta, all fine. In the Mamasa region, Madang, Vanimo and Wewak, fine. In the New Guinea Islands, Lorengau and Kaveng, fine weather. And in the Highlands region, all centers, fine, then morning fog. And that's been the news, sports and weather on this Sunday, the 5th of July, 2015. We'll now continue with MTV's broadcast of the 2015 Pacific Games with the women's 53 kilograms division in weightlifting. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Good night.